Okay, a lot of markets are still on a prolonged holiday, but Tokyo and Seoul are online as of the top of the hour, which passed us about a minute ago. Australia and New Zealand still out of action, as we mentioned there. And there you have it. Got the Nikkei 18,842. Whatever happened to well over 20,000? Never got there, did we? And the Kospi just kind of plodding along there. June, do you think that we'll get over 2,000 by the end of the week? I'll bet you a bowl of bibimbap that will end up above 2,000, and we'll keep going that way. Okay, I'm thinking positive now, trying to.
I'm thinking positive too. So who gets the bibimbap then?
Okay.
I think it'll go past 2,000 by the end of the week too.
Yay. Okay.
So anyway, we are looking at a higher open, Bernie, this morning for the Korean market, slightly higher. And but we do have some big movers to the downside. Samsung CNT and Samsung SDI are both opening down. CNT down more than 4% at the open. This is coming on news that Samsung SDI will be selling a 2.6% stake in Samsung CNT, 5 million shares, about 727 billion Korean won worth of shares in Samsung CNT by the end of February next year. The reason for the sale is to follow Korean regulations regarding cross-shareholding for companies in Korea. The Fair Trade Commission is saying that Samsung SDI needs to sell its extra stake in Samsung CNT that came from the merger between Samsung CNT and the Samsung Cheil Industries. So a Samsung SDI stake in Samsung CNT before the merger was actually just a minority stake. But after the merger, this meant a combined 4.7% stake in Samsung CNT after the merger. So the problem here is that Samsung CNT then owns stakes in Samsung affiliates, including a 4.1% stake in Samsung Electronics, which means that Samsung SDI then also holds shares in these affiliates and Samsung Electronics as well. So that possibly would become a violation of the FTC's rules around cross-shareholding and cross-share ownership. So they do have a grace period. This is why they will be selling off the shares by the end of February. But we are seeing a reaction to this already, given that the report came out over the weekend. So Samsung, the FTC has actually put these regulations in to monitor the cross-holding structure of the Korean conglomerates, given that the holding structure issue came up as being too opaque, especially with issues like Lotte Group's family power struggle bringing up to the surface the holding structure between the family members. So this is one of the issues that we'll be watching. Also, financials, Mirae Asset has been picked as the preferred bidder to take over Daewoo Securities. Bernie, those are the two biggest stories here. Back to you.
It sounds like it. Things quiet over there, though, in general. June, I mean, things that Ty and I were talking about Hong Kong, how maybe about 25–30% of the people are gone skiing. It's kind of nice, actually. It's kind of quiet, you know, kind of have some extra elbow space. How about Seoul? Same over there, or is it crazy as usual?
Well, over the weekend, on the streets, people were all going to the ski resorts, and people were like, the traffic was crazy. But then at work, everyone's here, so I don't know who those people are on the streets. So yeah,
okay.
At work, everyone's here.
I guess it's not SBS people then. SBS, no rest for the weary at SBS. All right, among of course which we include June. June, we'll see you later.